Today has been a really, really long day. Hello, welcome back to another vlog, another episode of this channel. So excited that you're here. So excited to be creating again. I've wanted to do that for some time, but you know, life happens. Anyway, last night I got this really cool idea to do a video and self-portrait session with like a 1950s theme. So I started planning. That's what I do. Like every time I have an idea, the first thing that I do is I go on, most likely on Notion. I start creating a whole plan for it. So I started looking up music from the 1950s, especially black hits. There's a really dope Spotify playlist that I started listening to get into in the mood and creatively. And then I just started looking at reference photos. I was mainly looking at black women in the 1950s. And then I also tried, and I was curious about, okay, what did Haiti look like in the 1950s? So I started researching that as well and looking at reference photos. And that also led to me looking at photos of my own family members back in the days, my great-grandma, my grandparents, and just family in general, to see what they looked like back in time. It's been a journey of learning and appreciating the past, my heritage, my history, Black history, world history in general, fashion, and everything that comes with the past. I would say it helped me reflect a lot on where we were and where we are now. Definitely learned a lot from just digging through the past. There's one photo that I got. There was a bunch of photos, family photos, but one in particular just caught my attention. My grandpa basically would send a bunch of photos to my grandma, because for some time I think they were long distance, if I remember correctly. So there's a photo of him with a car and another photo of him in nature. I don't even know where. He was wearing a white suit. Anyway, well, that's that. But back to, this is a picture of them together. How cute. Anyway, what I really wanted to show you was this picture. I found this picture of him in university. He was studying abroad, and he wrote "Un petit repos après classe to my dearest Mona." It just made me feel even more connected to him, to them, to see a bit more of a piece of their life before them now. Her now, since Papa died. But it just got me thinking a lot more about what kind of people were they when they were younger, when they were à fleur de l'âge, as you would say in French.
Le papa de la mariée, comme je sens monsieur le papa, pour moi.
And then from learning, I had to do a little bit of set design / prop design. Anyway, I had to source a few, especially the outfit, wardrobe, props, etc. So I had this dress that somehow ended up in my closet, and so I picked it up. It was a green polka dot dress that just really fit the theme of the 50s, 60s. And went to look for pearls in my mom's closet. Went to look for shoes. Went to I had to figure out what to do with my hair. I had to do my nails to get into the theme, do makeup, and just glam up. I had to change glasses. Well, I changed glasses to like also fit with the whole look. Basically, I was trying to be as accurate as I could. Obviously, I know in the photos that I'm editing, I'll definitely edit with the style. Actually, with a preset that I developed called Back in Time. I'll be using the preset to help, bring those photos essentially back in time. But I also wanted the look and the feel of the photo, like the composition, everything to like bring you back to essentially back in time. So wardrobe was done and we moved on to the actual like production. One of the things that happens when I'm creating is that I'll have something in my head, but when it comes down to like actually doing it and getting it done, it is not the same. And sometimes things fail, sometimes it just doesn't come out the same way I see it in my mind, which is totally fine. I think that's part of the creative process. I wanted to do this one photo with a sofa. There's this one photograph that just really caught my eye, and I wanted to reproduce it, but I didn't have everything to do that. And I tried, but I don't think that what I did was close enough to what I wanted to create. But I think the whole point of creating and even self-portraiture is the idea of just like trying things, trying and failing and trying and just experimenting. And I think that's part of why sometimes I deal with creators block. Maybe some other Haitian creators deal with creators block as well, is that the situation that we live in just chips away at our curiosity, and curiosity is essentially like the gas that fuels creativity. But I'm glad that I was able to claim back some of that curiosity and that creativity and just started experimenting. And then I ended up moving outside. I set up things so that it looked like a garden, in the garden type of set. I think it went fine. I probably would have wanted more time, but then it started raining.
Right?
Thank you for helping.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I have a beautiful garden.
And the final piece, honestly, for this project is the editing part. I've been creating and fine-tuning this preset that I'm really excited to release called Back in Time. And it's essentially about romanticizing your life. You know how sometimes you put on your headphones, let's say that you're like out and about, you put in headphones, and then in those small moments when you just feel like your life could be a movie, I wanted to capture that and help photos just have that look of like, what if your life was a movie? Because your life can be a movie. Your story is beautiful. Your small moments are beautiful. Anyway, that was the idea behind Back in Time preset. And so I'm excited to not only edit the photos from today's shoot with those presets, but also to release it so that other people can enjoy the preset as well. So if you'd like to purchase Back in Time preset, the link is in the description box. Reflecting on this whole experience, there are a few things that have come to mind. The first thing is in regards to history. History was not kind to everyone at the same time. So as much as I want to appreciate the past, I'm grateful for the present, and I want to be hopeful for the future. And so this experience just really helped me reflect on that, reflect on what others in the past, what they went through in their own context, what we went through in Haiti, what my family went through, and where we are now and what God has done throughout this journey and where we're headed. I want to have hope, and so I think creating helps me fuel and hone in on that hope. The second thing that I was reflecting on was the idea of creator's block and how to get out of it. This will probably be the 4th week of lockdown, and so it's been hard to feel motivated, and especially it's been hard to create. As Haitian creators, it feels like we have to work 10 times harder than other types of creators just to like get on the same playing field. And when the country's in chaos, it just feels, it takes a toll on how we see our future, what hopes we have or don't have. And so creator's block is real for us, and for me especially. But one thing that really helped, or has really helped, is the idea of community. It's easy to like isolate yourself when you're going through things, but then I think there's beauty in community, and there's beauty in being able to reach out to people, to talk, to vent, and to bounce off ideas. And so I'm just grateful for community. The other thing I think is inspiration in general. I think sometimes when you're stuck, it's helpful to look elsewhere for inspiration. Whether it's movies, music, art in general, it's being able to watch something and think, maybe I could do something similar, or maybe I can get inspiration from this to create something else. I think it's really helpful to constantly be searching for inspiration. And also that's one thing that's definitely motivating me to create even more, is that maybe I can be inspiration for someone else who's maybe going through creator's block. So that's kind of what I had in mind. I'm glad we got to chat a little bit, and I'm glad I got to do this project. I hope that whatever you're going through, whether you're going through creator's block or whether you're chilling and just looking for inspiration and enjoying life, whatever it is that wherever you're at, I pray and hope that this video helps you, brightens your day, and that it inspires you to continue creating, to continue reflecting on the past, to continue being grateful for the present, and to continue to hope for a brighter future. Okay, bye.